Hey guys, it's me David and welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars review. Today we have a summer 2022 set, of course that being Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter. Set number is 75333 and it's going to retail for $30 US. This is a very exciting LEGO Star Wars set because this is the first time we have ever gotten a Kaminoan minifigure, specifically Taun We. This is an exclusive minifigure for this set. I hope we get more Kaminoans in future LEGO Star Wars sets, but for now, as I'm making this review, it's going to be exclusive to this set, and that's fine. $30 is a pretty good price point given what we're going to be getting here. We're getting 3 minifigures. Of course, we're getting the Kaminoan Taun We, we're getting Obi-Wan Kenobi, and we're also getting his droid R4. So those are all exciting figures to get in a $30 set. So I do want to thank LEGO for sending this set over for review. I'm so excited about this one. For those of you who are interested in making a Kamino mock, I'm looking at you, Rich Boy Jay. Jay's a good friend of mine. He's working on a really amazing Kamino mock. In fact, I'll link it down below if you guys want to check out his building series. It's already looking spectacular. But now he finally has a Kaminoan minifigure to put in that mock, or many Kaminoan minifigures. So this is very exciting for not just the LEGO Star Wars fans, but for mock builders too. I'm giddy about this one. So without ado, let's take a look at that in depth. So I did also want to mention that this set does have 282 pieces, which is again not bad for that $30 price point. But let's take a look at what you all want to see, that brand new Kaminoan minifigure Taun We. Holy cow. Perfect figure using the sand blue color scheme, looks fantastic. Printing around the figure is great, and to my surprise there's even printing on the top of her head for her like crown or whatever that hair piece thing is. Looks good. Next up is Obi-Wan Kenobi, obviously based off of the Attack of the Clones version of him. This comes at a really great time, of course, coming after the Obi-Wan series where we got a certain flashback. Obviously, it's not the same outfit that he wears in the flashback, but it's still pretty cool to get an episode 2 Obi-Wan right now in this particular time. Obi-Wan also comes with the hood piece, so you can switch his hair out, which is a nice little touch. I love that facial expression, too. It's just so Obi-Wan. And then he also has a dual-sided face with the microphone / headpiece for his cockpit. And lastly, we have Obi-Wan's R4 droid. This is technically a new version of the droid. However, there is no dual-sided printing on his torso or body, so that's a little disappointing. Now moving on to the Starfighter set. Overall, I like it, but there is one major flaw, which is the gaps between the wings are way too big, like noticeably big. And you'll see what I mean here in just a few minutes when I compare it to the previous version of this Starfighter. It's not good. Now, if we take a look at the bottom, you'll see there is landing gear and 2 clips, and we'll take a look at that here in a second. I mean, when you're looking at the Starfighter from an angle, like the normal viewing angle, it looks really good. And I can see why LEGO opted to go with like this new Technic way of attaching the wings, so it's a more sturdy set, but it comes at the cost of that space between the wings. Now, just like you see on Kamino, there is a radar dish that you can detach from the Starfighter, but there is no place to put that radar dish, which is a little bit annoying. And then you can take R4's head and use the little turntable to move it around. And then there's also a place for his body hidden inside the middle of the Starfighter. Again, no space for any other accessories, which is quite unfortunate and a little disappointed by that. But it does hide his body very well underneath that piece in the middle. There is retractable landing gear on this set, so that's a nice little touch. Like most sets, there are stud launchers on the side of the wings, and if you want to, you can just simply remove them. It doesn't take much effort. It does look a little weird, I feel like, when you do remove the missiles. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like it with or without? I'm curious. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, taking a look at the cockpit area, he has a normal control panel that we usually get in LEGO Star Wars sets, so nothing new there. And there's also a little headrest, and here's what Obi-Wan looks like in his Starfighter. As you can see, there are some stickers around him. We'll get to that here in a few minutes as well, but he looks really good. Also under the set are 2 separate clip pieces, I assume to separate the lightsaber. I don't know why they would want to include 2 clips for any other reason. Unfortunately, this set has quite a few stickers for this price. It's, I guess, comparable to the 501st Clone Trooper set, but it's still an absurd amount of stickers that I wish we would have gotten at least 1 or 2 printed pieces in this set, but I guess all the budget went to that Kaminoan minifigure. And sadly, the continuing trend of this really bad rendered image of the Starfighters on the instruction booklet, I hope that changes in the future.
Now let's take a look at the 2016 Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter ring versus this just normal Starfighter set. First off, you'll see that the previous generation Starfighter was actually quite a bit longer, probably about by 2 or 3 studs wide longer, so it's a good size difference, and it was a little bit more bulky. However, I do like the way the newer version looks, especially in the back area using some different wedge plates. But overall, it's a toss-up between what you prefer here. They look very similar. I do also have to say the control panel on the 2016 version was a lot better as well. I like that piece being used far more. I'd say the biggest difference is the gaps between the wings. While LEGO went for a more structurally sound design for the 2022 version, it came at the cost of those gaps. So again, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below of LEGO's choice here compared to the old 2016 version. But overall, I do think it's a solid set.
All right, so overall, I really like the set. I do think it does have a few hiccups, especially with the Jedi Starfighter having pretty noticeable gaps, even when you're just flying it around. I was a little disappointed to see that by this new Technic-based design. I wish they would have found a way to fill in those gaps with some, panel pieces or whatnot to make it work better. So that is the one flaw with the set, along with the fact that there is no room for the radar dish or Obi-Wan's hood. I get that. I don't know where they would have put Obi-Wan's hood, but I would have liked some type of place to attach the radar dish underneath the Starfighter like you can with the lightsaber. So I don't know if that's a make or break, but those are definitely some design flaws that I think were overlooked on this set. In terms of the minifigures, I think it's a great choice. I think you could make an argument that at the $30 price tag, it would have been nice to get a 4th minifigure, maybe that being, a young Boba Fett or a clone trooper or another Kaminoan, but I do understand that probably most of the budget for this set went to designing a brand new figure mold, and I'd rather take, the Kaminoan minifigure over like another clone trooper or something like that, because I have been wanting this specific minifigure for a very long time, and it's very exciting to finally get not even just a Kaminoan, but also just get an episode 2 set. Obviously, we got the UCS gunship last year, but getting another play set, Attack of the Clones set is really exciting, so I'm happy to see this return. So overall, while the set has a few hiccups with it, the minifigures are mostly great. It would have been nice to get that dual-sided printing on the R4 minifigure, but to me, it's not the end of the world. I know some people would like that. I would like LEGO in the future to include dual-sided printing on all R-series droids, not just the new R2-D2 minifigures that we got back in April of this year. Let me know what you guys think of this set down in the comments below. I'm going to have a link to lego.com where you can currently pre-order this set. What you might want to do, this might be one of the sets that sells out day 1 on August 1st of 2022, especially given that it's only $30. It's, I believe, the cheapest of all the LEGO Star Wars summer sets. And I think this plus the ATTE are going to be among the most popular. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great and wonderful day. Bye-bye.